So today I wanted to talk about employment gaps because if you think about it, we have a 40 to 45-year career. An employment gap, anything from 6 months to 3 years or beyond, is a small blip in your career. It's a small fraction. However, we are wired for negativity. We have a very strong negativity bias as human beings. It's kept us safe for a very long time. But when we highlight and we focus a lot on what is not working, it prevents us from making progress. And today I want to share 5 mindset hacks, mindset tips that will help you. There's a lot of technical things you can do on your resume. I've talked about that on another video. I will link that below. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is we need to zoom out. Like I said, this is a blip, not a black mark. We have a career, beautiful career that lasts many decades. And a short 1 year, 3 year career pause is not the whole story. Recruiters may notice this, but what really matters is that you own it and how you own it, not the gap itself. That is not what matters. Okay, so that's the most important thing. I've written that down. We need to zoom out. This is a blip, not a black mark. Number 2, I know this is going to sound like woo for a lot of people. We need to reframe the word gap. I've talked about this before. A gap can sound very negative, right? And instead, a word like a career transition, a pause, a reset, it sounds more purposeful, like there was intention behind it, maybe, even if this was not your choice. And there is so much research that proves this. Language shapes perception, both yours and the people who are interviewing you. Reframing the changes can change the entire energy of your answer. Number 3, very important, focus on the value, not on the void. Okay. At the end of the day, a person interviewing you, a recruiter, a hiring manager, they don't care so much about why you were unemployed during this period. They are more interested in what can you do for them, right? How useful are you to me? And what can you do for me now? So it's very important that you steer the conversation towards the problems that you can solve. Focus on that. How you can help them to save money, make more money, save time, save their reputation. You do that, you're gold. Okay. A lot of us don't do that because we're focused on, and I see this in my own program. My clients are asking me, but what if they ask me about what I've been doing since February 2024? Sure, be prepared, but don't focus on that. Focus on what you bring and do that over and over again. It's not a one-time thing, right? The 4th thing is you do want to upgrade and highlight your growth. Whether you did any sort of formal learning, in classroom learning, online courses, anything of the sort, networking, or you just build resilience, which is not just, right? It's a very important skill set. Resilience, patience, adaptability. You were caring for a loved one. You were actively looking for your next opportunity. You didn't do nothing, okay? So you want to show how the pause made you stronger or gave you a fresh perspective. Lastly, you want to flip the script. You want to see the advantage, right? Unlike a lot of people who are currently employed who may need, I don't know, anything from 10 weeks to 3 months notice period, or maybe 6 months sometimes. I've seen those cases. You're available right away. You can say, yeah, I can start Monday. And you're also being selective where you work. Even when you're getting rejected, you're like, wow, that was a relief. Because I got a lot of jitters during the interviews. Maybe that wasn't the right opportunity. Yes, it may feel like you can be like, I need the money. But you know what it's like to be in the wrong culture, right? Where you don't fit. And this selectiveness shows that you're choosing the right role by thinking about it. You're being thoughtful, you're not being desperate. And sometimes what feels like a weakness is actually your edge. I know that sounds something that may not be true, but it is. So, closing, I wanted to share this because it's so important. I wanted to write this down. Some companies will reject you because of your gap. That's a blessing in disguise. Please remember that. They're choosing to reject you because you faced a period where you were unemployed. That reveals their culture, not your growth. That reveals their culture, not your worth. The right person will see you for the whole you, not just the pause on your resume. Okay? I hope this helps you. And if you want to get further help and maybe you want to work with an expert on this, I run a program where we talk about this in much more detail and I teach you all the frameworks and strategies. Go to this link and book a game plan call with me, superchargeyourself.com/game plan. Thanks for watching.